Come. So this is going to be my home for the next 21 plus days. Yay, the Prius. So let's go in and talk about it. Yay. All right, so I know you probably have a few questions like, why? Why on earth would we move into our car? And the simple answer is that we are going to California, and I don't know if you've seen prices lately for gas, but it's very, very expensive. And our RV gets about 11 miles per gallon, and so that's not gonna work on our budget. So we figured since we have a Prius, which is a hybrid vehicle, we can use that to travel to California. So I've never been to California, and I'm really excited about going. And yeah, and so we're going to be living in our car for 21 plus days. Yeah, getting there and back. And so I'm going to be chronicling the journey, taking pictures, videos, all that good stuff. But I'm really excited, and we've been really preparing for this move for a long time. For a long time, we've been trying to figure out the logistics, like what we need. And I think some of it is just gonna have to be like trial and error. But for the most part, we have the back seat ready for us to sleep in. We bought a cooler for snacks and food if we need to get some. Yeah, we've been routing our trip. Right now I'm in the middle of packing or procrastinating on packing. But yeah, but I'm really excited. So we're moving into our car, and I've always wanted to do this. I have always wanted to do this, but it just never seemed like the right time, or it never seemed safe, or, you know, I didn't want to go by myself and other people didn't want to go with me. And my husband actually brought up the idea and was like, oh, well, what if we move into our car now? I'm like, really? Because we've been living tiny in our RV before, and so this is going to be an even more challenge because we're not going to have facilities like bathrooms or a refrigerator or running water. So we're gonna have to try to figure everything out, like taking showers, you know, at the gym, or buying our showers at rest stops and things like that. But I'm really excited, and I've been doing a lot of research, following a lot of people who live in their cars and stuff like that, trying to figure out how to do it, what's the best route to go. And of course I have fears, right? I have fears of having car issues, or fears of running out of money, or fears of who knows, right? Who knows what could happen? Anything could happen. But the truth is, anything that could happen out there can also happen at home. And so I don't want to live my life in fear. Of course, I'm trying to go in with a level head and with the smarts, not just going out there like, the wonderful world. Like, yes, I'm trying to keep my, you know, expectations healthy while also trying to enjoy life. You know what I mean? And also trying to be safe out here, because I don't know, it's rough out here. But yeah, so we're moving in the car, and we're actually moving in it tomorrow. It feels weird. And then we're getting on the road to head west. Now, even the route that we've routed out, I'm not even going to share it here until we actually do it, because one thing I learned from RVing is that things hardly ever turn out the way that you want them to turn out. And it's a good thing sometimes, right? Sometimes it's not the end of the world. Sometimes it's not, you know, harmful or frustrating. Sometimes you're like, wow, what a wonderful surprise. Or I want to stay here longer. Let's explore this area longer, right? And I'm trying to go into this trip open-minded, and just being open to where it takes us. Like, maybe we won't even get to California. Maybe we'll find something better along the way, you know? And maybe instead of trying to control everything and being frustrated the entire time, we just open ourselves up for the time being to wherever it leads us, because we can. We have the privilege to be able to do that. And so I don't want to allow control, or the lack of control, or the fear of lacking control stop us from living in joy. So yes, I'm really excited. Some things I'm looking forward to: trying to sleep in a car. Just, you know, living tiny has always been fun to me. I love living small. I love having everything I need with me. And it really shows you that a lot of stuff that we have, we don't really need. It's not really necessary to live a good life. As long as you have food, clothes, shelter, all that good stuff. Like, moving into the RV was an adjustment. Now I know moving into the car is going to be an adjustment, but I'm really excited about what I'm going to learn during this journey, what I'm going to experience, and who I'm going to become in this journey, you know? And hopefully that is a more joyful person, you know? So yeah, of course I have worries, of course I have concerns, but for the most part, I'm just excited. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I think more nervous about like leaving home and leaving my friends and family for an extended period of time. But we did this before, and we got through it, and it was beautiful. So we're going for a way shorter time. This time it's only like a month and a half or so, or a month. And so we should be fine. We should be fine. So yeah, so I'm excited, and I'm going to be sharing the journey with you. I need to get back to packing, and I'll share more of that: the packing, the preparing, the buying, the driving itself, the new experiences, the new sights. The most west we've gotten before has been Colorado, New Mexico, but now we're actually going to be able to, Lord willing, go to Nevada and Arizona and you know, California. And so I'm excited. I want to see the Pacific Northwest coast as well. I want to see Oregon and Washington, because it just rain and lush green just is my kind of aesthetic. Okay, it's like fall, all that good stuff. It's me. So I want to see that, but I also do want to see sunny California. I want to see the redwood forest. I want to see sequoia trees. I want to see the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. I want to take a surf lesson. Hopefully when we get there, we can do that. I just want to live. I want to experience everything I can experience. And if that means that I can go on a budget in a car, I'm down. And that's the thing, like along this trip, we'll probably stay in a hotel a couple of nights, but for the most part, a big reason why we're doing this in our car is because of money, for gas and for lodging and stay. Now, again, like I said, our RV, we have like to live in, so we can live in there if we want to, and we have all the amenities, but the gas is just a gas guzzler. So when gas is almost $5 and probably more than that, obviously in California, it just was not in the cards for us to take that RV anywhere, you know, far, far away. So the hope is that when we come back from this trip, we'll move back into the RV and then start our journey, and who knows where that's gonna take us, but yeah. Don't hold me to this, but this is my hope. My hope is that with every state we pass through, I can stop and create a loop in that place. So yeah, so I'm excited. So hopefully wherever we stop, I can make a loop or a song and I can share it with you. And so I'll have a song for each state and I'll put them all together and it'll be the road trip. It'll be the road trip loops. I'm excited. I'm really excited to make, I'm excited to be, I'm excited to rest. I'm excited to see and experience. I'm excited to be on my toes. I'm excited to read and reflect. You know, I really haven't had a lot of time to just reflect, and I have a lot of questions I need to answer for myself. I have a lot of self-discovery that I want to do. I have a lot of healing that I'm trying to do, and I'll be sharing more of that with you as well, like my healing journey. But ultimately, I just needed like a pause, and I feel like this trip is going to be a great pause for me. It's going to be me not putting pressure on myself to be anything but myself, right? It's going to allow me to be playful and to be excited and to just be myself, right? I'm just gonna be honest, maintaining, you know, living the way we were like in our apartment, things like that, and trying to be creative, it was really frustrating. It can be really frustrating. And so a big part of us downsizing and choosing to live in an RV and choosing to live in a car is about survival as well as fun. Like, instead of me trying to work myself to the bone and saying, oh, you know, I'm gonna work 3 jobs to sustain a life that I can't live because I'm always working, I'm gonna choose to downsize my life, live in these alternative, you know, lifestyles to be able to afford the life I really want. And I need a life of ease, of rest, of contemplation, of pacing myself. And living in my apartment, it just didn't allow me that time, like, to just kind of live. I was always worried about a bill. I was always worried about what's next. I was always worried about maintaining all the stuff that we had. And so what I find is when I let go of more things, the lighter I feel, the better I feel, right? Because there's less stuff to maintain. It's really like, in our RV, it's like, this is everything we got. This is everything we got. And it feels good because you're able to afford a life that you're free, right? Like, you're really free. You're really able to make choices in your life without having to consider, oh, well, we can't go because we have the apartment, or we can't go because we have the car, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the everyday things that we see as necessary or normal that kind of get in the way of living the lives that we really want to live. So maybe later on I have a house, maybe later on, you know, I have all that good stuff, but right now I'm okay with living small to be able to live the life that I want to live, to be able to create freely and without all these financial constraints, right? Because when you're creative and your sole focus is making money, it makes your art cheap, right? If you're just doing things for a check, and there's nothing wrong with having a job, obviously, right? But if you're just creating things for money, like if that's the main goal for your thing, it becomes cheap because you're willing to do anything with your art. You're willing to dilute it. You're willing to change it into something it was never meant to be. You're willing to change yourself into someone you were never meant to be for the dollar. And I think I'm okay with not doing that, at least at this point, right? And I get it, because there is this like, oh, well, you can't sell out as an artist, but I get it. I get why people sell out, because people need money. People need money to survive. People need support, and a lot of times they don't get the support that they need, so they have to turn to things that are lucrative, and I ain't got no problem with that. But for right now in this season of my life, I'm just okay with trying to create in a way that is sustainable and in a way that feels good to me. And the way that I can do that right now is by doing this. So I'm excited to live small. I am. And I feel like the less stuff I have, the less burdened I feel, the less control I feel like I need to have. Like the more stuff you have, the more you're thinking about like maintaining it. Like even when you're buying storage and stuff like that, it's like that's more money going out of your pocket, but it's also like mental clutter too, because you're still thinking about the stuff that you have, right? You know, and I'm just tired of trying to dream of the life I want to live in. I just want to live it, you know, by any means necessary, even if it is traveling to California in a car. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. And I'll be sharing more with you soon and more updates, but I'm going to go back to packing now because we leave in the morning and all I have packed are my underwear and socks and bras. So, all right, hello friends. So I'm going to show you, actually, I guess take your mask off. I'm going to show you the inside of our car so that you all have an idea. Good grief. These brakes. Okay. The inside of our car to show you what space we're working with. So the sun's bright. Okay. All right. So this is our Prius. It is a, what is it? 2011?
That's the back seat.
So that's the back seat. As you can see, there's not that much space, right? But we have a kind of hatchback trunk. So this is the space.
This might be a twin.
A twin?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that,
cool.
Yeah. So let me do wide angle. So this is basically the whole view of our car. And so what we're gonna do is put down this back seat, or well, I guess put it down, take it out.
Put it down.
Put it down.
Because then you'll have
something flat to lay on. That's true. Okay. So Jamal's about to put it down, so y'all can see it in action. It's hot as it blazes out here. Like I'm standing still and I feel the sweat. Okay. So yeah, so we'll take the top off. I think you gotta squeeze the side, but yeah. Yes. Oh, I didn't know it did that. That's really cool. Okay, you find out something new every time.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? That's cool. I didn't know it did that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so we put down the back seat. And then take off this little thing, yeah. And this whole back seat is where we're gonna sleep. Just all out, yeah. So the goal is gonna be to put a mattress on top of there because that's really, really hard, which is good because it's a car. So to put a mattress on top, and then we'll probably put down the front right seat while we're sleeping because Jamal's taller than I am and he can sleep on that side and I can sleep on that side. But we tried laying down before in here, so we'll do it again later, but not today, it's hot. So yeah, so that is gonna be the setup. All right, Jamal's showing us how it's done.
Oh wow.
Right, I like that it folds, yeah, that headrest folding down. Change the game. Yeah. Ooh.
Wow. Oh wow.
And of course, the passenger side will go down. Jamal will sleep on that side.
Oh, okay.
Smells good. When we first got it, it smelled like chemicals.
Oh, get out.
So we had to spray.
We sprayed a lot of Febreze.
A lot.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
This smells good.
2 different types of Febreze, and then like
Yeah.
some other air freshener kind of thing.
Yeah.
It took a while.
Oh, get
We
out.
can go places and sit like this.
Yeah.
Just look at the nature and hope no bugs come in. All right, so I just took out some possible outfits. The issue about traveling to California is that there are so many different temperatures that we're going to be driving through. So some places it's cold, and some places it's really, really hot. And so I'm trying to figure out some outfits that I can layer, or just like put a cardigan or a sweater on top. But these are my possibles. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm gonna, it's my underwear, my bras, shirts, dresses, socks, more dresses. I think I'm just gonna wear a lot of dresses because it's just easier. And then I have some shorts and overalls and a jacket. So hopefully that is enough to cover me. And I guess if it gets cold, we just don't have to go. Because we were thinking about going to Yellowstone, but Yellowstone I think isn't, when I was looking up the weather, it said like the 40s or something, and it snowed a couple of weeks ago and it's June, so I don't really know how to prepare for that. But I guess we'll see what fits in the bag. So yeah, so let me show you. I'm trying to get these clothes into this bag. Let's see.
Good morning.
Good morning. It is the morning of us leaving, and so I'm gonna show mommy what I got in my suitcase. Yay.
Yay.
So this is a suitcase, or this is the bag. And I haven't put my cosmetics in here, but it's gonna go up here. I don't have that many. And this is the bag. Okay. So from the side, you can open it. And then inside, I have all my undies, this is all my bras and shirts for, like, you know, resting. These are my underwear and some pants, and these are all my dresses and shirts. Literally. Yay! So yes, in here, all the clothes are gonna go. I can close it. In the front, I'm gonna have my like sleeping stuff so that I can just pull it out.
Okay.
So just open it.
Oh,
Let my
okay.
sleeping. Yeah. It has a little
Okay.
compartment up here. Don't know what I'm gonna put in there yet. Probably things I need to get to on a regular basis.
Okay.
And then I can close it. From the side. And then I can also snap it together to keep it together.
That's cute.
Thank y'all. Got her card back. Yay. Okay, and so technically, you can put like a computer back here, but I'm not doing that.
Okay.
But yeah, but then in the front, I'm gonna put my cosmetics because I have like a little travel thing, and I put it in this section.
Oh, okay.
And I can put it in here to hold things together.
Oh, okay.
And there's space all the way down.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and I have socks.
Oh, okay.
Perfect, it's cold. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And it has a little compartment up here too. So, yay.
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 Doing other friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Jamal's out here looking like a dad with his fanny pack. And we're in a concert from 1994. We're in a t-shirt, I mean. It's perfect. And a trucker hat.
Anyways.
It's all the perfect makings.
That's funny.
Yay! Any words for us as we travel?
Be careful.
Yes.
Be safe.
Yes.
Check in.
Yes.
All those things.
Yes.
Check in, check in, check in, check in.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right.
Alrighty.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Most importantly.
Yes.
All
Bye. All right. Well, we just pulled off. Yeah. Mommy cried. I cried.
Yeah.
And so now we're about to start our adventure.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Go
I'm
ahead.
good. I was gonna say, as with anything and everything, as we're traveling and doing this stuff, we can always stop whenever we want to stop.
That's true.
We can always come back when we want to come back. So
That's true.
it's never anything set in stone. There's nothing that we're trying to prove to anybody for anything. We're just going to, enjoy ourselves and chase after what, is interesting to us.
Yeah.
So don't ever feel, for the viewers, but also for you, Fox, like don't ever feel like, oh, we gotta press through or whatever. No. It's really easy to turn this car around.
It's very true. Very easy because it's very small.
Yeah.
All right, but first we are off to lunch, and that is true. I think like a lot of like creators, especially like content creators, they feel like they have to keep doing the same thing because they're afraid of like views and people like, I don't know, leaving or whatever, calling them failures or whatever. But this is my life, okay?
Yeah.
This is real life, and I wouldn't want to be miserable just for a check.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be miserable for a check, at a job, and I also wouldn't want to be miserable for a check doing something that's supposed to be fun to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let's keep it fun. Yay.